A massive attempt to take down Poland's power grid was just thwarted, and it's being linked to Russia's notorious sandworm group. It's being called the strongest attack the country has seen yet.
I'm Morgan. That's Alex. Let's break it down.
We have to start with a critical vulnerability in the Java world. It's CVE 2025-70983, and it's hitting Springblade version 4. This is a 9.9 on the severity scale, which is about as bad as it gets.
Springblade, that's a pretty popular microservices framework, right? A 9.9 usually means keys to the kingdom territory. What's the actual mechanism here?
It's an incorrect access control issue within a function called auth routes. Essentially, if an attacker has even the lowest level of privilege on the system, they can use this flaw to escalate themselves all the way up to full admin. In version 4.5.0, it's wide open for exploitation.
So basically, once they're in the door, they own the house. That's a nightmare for any enterprise using Springblade for their back end. Speaking of things that are wide open, I'm seeing a lot of noise about WordPress plugins again, specifically ones jumping on the AI bandwagon.
You're likely thinking of CVE 2025-13374. This one is in the Kalrav AI agent plugin for WordPress. It's a 9.8 out of 10. The problem is a total lack of file type validation in an AJAX action called Kalrav upload file.
Let me guess. Unauthenticated attackers can just upload whatever they want, like a web shell?
Exactly. Because it doesn't check what's being uploaded, an attacker can drop a malicious script onto the server and execute code remotely. It affects all versions up to and including 2.3.3.
It feels like we're seeing a pattern here. Everyone is rushing to add AI to their products. And the security basics, like checking if a file is actually an image before saving it, are just getting skipped. It's the same story with ChatterMate, isn't it?
Right. That's CVE 2026-24399. And before you ask, yes, that's a 2026 ID. It's a no-code AI chatbot framework that's vulnerable to malicious HTML and JavaScript payloads. If an attacker sends a specific iframe payload with a JavaScript URI, the bot just executes it in the victim's browser.
So it's a client-side injection. They could steal session tokens or cookies right out of local storage. It's a classic vulnerability, just wrapped in a new AI chatbot package. At least there's a fix for that one, version 1.0.9.
Exactly. But moving from vulnerabilities to active warfare, that sandworm attack on Poland we mentioned at the top is incredibly significant. Miłosz Motyka, the Polish energy minister, confirmed that the cyberspace forces diagnosed this as the strongest attack on their power system to date, occurring in the final week of December.
Sandworm. They're the ones behind the black energy attacks and not Petya. When they go after a power grid, they usually aren't just looking for data. They're looking to turn the lights off. Did they use anything new this time?
They did. A new piece of malware called Dino Wiper. As the name suggests, it's designed to wipe systems and make recovery as difficult as possible. Fortunately, the attack was unsuccessful, but the scale of it has the whole region on high alert.
It's a reminder that while we talk about patches, there are nation-states out there actively trying to break physical infrastructure. But it's not just the power grid. Shiny Hunters is back in the news, and they're going after the very thing that's supposed to keep us secure. Single sign-on.
This is a clever one. Shiny Hunters is claiming they're behind a wave of voice phishing or vishing attacks. They're targeting SSO accounts at Okta, Microsoft, and Google. They trick employees into giving up credentials, which gives them a straight path into corporate SaaS platforms to steal data for extortion.
That's the scary part about SSO. It's a single point of failure. If they get that one login, they have everything. And it's not just extortion gangs. North Korean groups are getting in on the AI action too, right?
Right. The Kony Group, also known as Opal Sleet or TA406, is targeting blockchain engineers. They're actually using AI to build their malware, specifically AI-generated PowerShell scripts.
Wait, so they're using LLMs to write the code for them? That's going to make the volume of unique malware explode if they can just prompt their way to a new variant every hour.
That's the fear. And they're finding new ways to deliver it. We just saw a report about 2 malicious AI extensions on the Visual Studio Code marketplace. They were installed 1.5 million times before being
1.5 million? That's a massive footprint. What were they actually doing?
exfiltrating developer data to China-based servers. If you're a dev, your IDE is your most trusted tool. You don't expect your extensions to be spying on your code and your environment variables.
It's a supply chain attack at the individual level. It's exhausting. And then you have the more traditional phishing still going strong. I saw a report from Carolyn at Fortinet about a campaign in Russia.
Exactly. Carolyn's research shows a multi-stage campaign using business-themed documents to drop something called amnesia rat and ransomware. It's a classic social engineering lore, but it's still highly effective.
Before we wrap up, we should mention the political side of this. China is currently going through a rare purge of its senior military leadership. Zhang Youxia, their most senior uniformed officer, and Liu Zhenli, a top commander, are both under investigation.
That kind of instability at the top usually ripples down into how these countries conduct their cyber operations. It's definitely something to watch as we head into the new year.
Absolutely. Lots to keep an eye on, from 9.9 vulnerabilities in Java frameworks to AI-generated malware from North Korea.
If you're running Springblade, get to version 4.5.1 or whatever the latest patch is immediately. And if you're a WordPress admin, maybe take a second look at those AI agent plugins you installed last week.
Your daily AI-powered security briefing. If this saved you time, subscribe. We're here every morning.
Stay patched, stay paranoid.